Hi everybody, this is Lisa Ann from Achilles Mazda. I'm going to give you my full report on the Mazda 6 ride and drive. It was an amazing experience and I could stay here and drive the cars over and over all day because I love it. I was able to experience two different kinds of tracks with a few different types of cars. We got to drive the Mazda 6, the Mazda 6 Diesel, the Honda Accord, the Ford Fusion, the Volkswagen Passat, and the Kia Optima. And it was like a major eye-opener. So in the first run, I did the Accord and the Fusion. With the Accord, you know, the interior was a little busy. You know, you have two screens. I don't understand the point of that. But in terms of performance, I felt it was a little floaty as compared to the handling of the Mazda 6. When you're accelerating, you don't really get the kind of traction that you should have in that type of vehicle. There was a pothole setup, so you could test how it would perform in like a bumpy situation, and you really got a lot of feedback in that section, so you didn't feel like you had control, and it felt like the car was just bumping around. So you know, it was a real eye-opener for me. The Fusion wasn't so bad. The steering was a little soft, so, you know, around corners and stuff like that, it's not as precise as the Mazda 6 was. And the acceleration around the corners gave you a little bit of feedback, kind of like a torque steer. So the wheel would come back a little bit, and I don't know, I just wasn't sold on it. It did give a decent ride though. I give it to the Fusion for that. But the Mazda 6 Diesel, like, just blew my mind. I had to drive it like 3 times because the torque was just bananas. It was incredible. I cannot tell you. The car handles just like the regular gas engine, so if you're looking to get a diesel, it's only going to be better than that, like the performance wise. And I hear it's rumored that it could get up to 78 miles per gallon. That's in Europe. Okay, don't quote me on this, but incredible, incredible figures there. Now the second track I got to do was even better. I got to do a slalom with both of the Mazda 6s, both gas and diesel, and the Kia Optima and the Passat. Now I was really surprised at the Passat because, you know, it's such a great car. German engineering, you'd expect a lot from it. But when I was going through the slalom, there was like so much body roll. My passenger kind of got car sick a little bit. So I was a little disappointed in that. And even when you're taking a corner, like it just felt like it was skipping along, like not planted and firm like a car should be. So that's my review of the Passat. Although the interior is kind of nice, the quality of the materials could probably be a little better, but performance-wise, it's not all there. Optima review. So for the turbo, like I said, you expect the turbo to give you incredible performance. You think, oh yeah, I'm going to get tons of horsepower and it's going to be amazing. But when I did it on the track with the traction control on, you'd feel the power initially, but then it would take it away because it's like, oh, you're going to, like, your tires can't handle it, or something like that. Like, it would kick in and kick out, so you really had no control over the power that the car is giving you. And then when I tried it with the traction control off, it was like too much power. Like, you couldn't take the corners nice and smoothly because it's giving you too much. So it was either not enough or too much. So I was a little disappointed in that because, you know, you think turbo engines, great performance and everything. So just not as great as the Mazda 6 and the Mazda 6 Diesel. Even in the Diesel, it performed through the slalom like flawlessly. I felt I had to apply the brakes a lot more in the other competitor vehicles than in the Mazda 6. You feel more confident at the wheel. You know how your car is going to react, and it just listens to you. You're in total control, like that whole horse and rider as one. I experienced it, and that is real, for real. I'm so excited about the Mazda 6. The diesel, I got to see how the iStop technology works. So when you just stop, there's a little light that tells you that the I-stop has activated, and the engine just cuts out. You can hear it, and then it'll just start right back up again. Just amazing stuff to help increase that fuel economy, especially if you're driving to and from Toronto like I had to do this morning. Man, that traffic was not good. So I'm so excited about this car. Today was such an amazing, so I've just returned from my third run on this course, and I cannot tell you how amazing it is. It is so much fun. There's tight turns, and the turning radius on the Mazda 6 is far superior to any of the competitors. And to translate that to real world driving, think about when you're making a U-turn, how tight that might be. Or when you're getting around a parking lot, a parking garage. Those are the kinds of things that, you know, would translate, and why a shorter turning radius would be beneficial for you.